Or you might look back and say, why did they act this way and that way? It's the reason why someone like Richard Branson decided to have Virgin, like he decided to have his own airline company because he just felt like everyone else was just not doing what he wanted.
Exactly.
And he decided to just start his own. So it's a story like yours is a story of greatness because as you keep pushing and you keep going, you will realize more and more that you keep touching people's lives and people are motivated by you. And I understand that for someone like you being in this mix at the moment, you might really be deep into the mix and pushing for, like you're pushing for other things, but you don't realize there are people who actually like are looking at you and looking up to you. You don't realize that. And I hope that more and more people get to be honest and tell you that, because when they tell you, you will keep having that drive. Because I appreciate when people say, when they're honest and just say, wow, I love the fact that, when they watch you go on interviews and they're like, I love the fact that you're pushing for your brand. I love the fact that, because I'm always going to be proud of you. I always send links when you've done interviews. I send links to people, they check out your page, they follow, because I like seeing, people of all walks of life get to succeed. And I'm sure that even for you, as you keep on doing everything, you have the same intention. You want for people to succeed.
Yes, I do.
I think that maybe right now you can just explain to us about the Foyer Awards nomination and the win, and maybe you can give people a brief mental picture of what that was like for you when you decided, because I'm sure you had to sign up, and what made you sign up, and then did you really like sign up, and then you were like, okay, this one might never go anywhere.
That is how it was.
And me, I'm continuing with my things. Was it that, or were you signing up knowing like, oh, this is going somewhere? Just take us through that so that we can understand.
Now, I remember this, and I actually took a picture. I love taking pictures. So I took a picture of my laptop. What I did, I saw Foyer submissions a while back. And I had seen, a friend of mine had won some time back when they were starting with 2016. There's a friend of mine called Ken Pope, Undisputed Man. He's actually one of the models I had, the top 10 models I had when I started. So I had seen him win. And when I saw the submissions, I was like, okay, I could actually submit for this. And then I was like, okay, which categories can I go through? And then I went through it and I found entertainment. I was like, by the way, I can do this. Let me just submit. If I get Nini, well and good. If I don't get, it's our. So I submitted. And actually, I forgot about it. That's the thing. So when I got the notification, people telling me congratulations, I didn't even know. They didn't call or send any messages.
So you didn't know?
I didn't know. And then I go and see among the 24 people in the most promising founder of the year, and I was number 7 amongst the Kina Huda, Betty Chalo, Ted Josiah, and I was like, oh my God,
in good
this
company,
is happening. This is happening. And I was, frankly speaking, I was terrified when I saw some of those names. I was like, I'm going to go up against these people with all their following. And then I remember even when we were having this conversation, you told me you are doing a good job, and people are also looking up at you the same way you're looking up at these people. So do not look down upon yourself. And that is when that happened. And then started all these interviews. I remember having you on the podcast. So you guys, Fatma is a very supportive person. I can tell you that for a fact.
That's awesome.
She had me on her podcast for the first time, and then she just gave me this spark of media tours. Let's do this. She booked my first media tour, Metropole TV. I remember this journey together. And I went on, and then I realized, oh my God. When it was 6 days to the closure, I realized I was on another category that I didn't know. Entertainment Founder of the Year over 30.
And that was
then
such
we started
a
pushing again.
I know.
So that has been the journey. And right after that, then it happens that I'm in the top 3. And then now
that was already exciting.
It was
just
already exciting. I remember calling you.
We were like, I mean, I share your news with anyone who listens. I'm just like, you have to know. There's this friend of mine, this is the thing. And I've told everybody. And that's because I know that it's something that will motivate other people. They'll see something in themselves as well. Exactly. And I kept on telling you, you see, sometimes, actually somebody one day told me, silence is a compliment enough. Sometimes, even when people don't say anything, take that as people who probably are just looking at you. They don't want to tell you, but they're pushing themselves. Okay? So sometimes, even if not many people say like, oh wow, you're doing this, you're doing that, sometimes you're just like lighting up a fire in them as they are looking at you doing it. Like for me, I just feel like in every way, this win should be yours, because we've had an honest conversation of how during the year, how at some point you felt like, you really just felt like things were not moving as fast. And then all of a sudden, like things turned around and this became your best year.
It did.
So tell people about that.
You know, this is one thing that people do not know. The whole time I was having this moment, I was having another moment mentally that was totally challenging. I was in this place where there's no work coming in, there's hardly any business, there's no finances, and the whole time I was, even through the time we were doing interviews, you know, right? I was in a low, but I had to put up a face to be able to do this. And people see me all dressed up with designers coming through and all that, but at the end of the day, when I go back to the house, I actually broke down a while back, a few weeks ago, and I had to go to a friend's place for like 2-3 days because I totally broke down. I was feeling at my lowest. When you need help from people and they want to take advantage of you to give you help. I was in that place, and I was feeling like, God, I cried. Why is this happening to me? You know, and through and through this moment, I am still there and I'm still battling it, but battling it with a lot of positivity that Foya comes with it. And I hope that a lot of things are going to change. They will. Whether I win or not. Through what has been happening right now. They will. And that is the most challenging part, because a lot of times we see the glitz and glams and all that, and we do not recognize that we are also people. We go through feelings and emotions, and
just like everybody
every other person. So whatever is affecting you during this point of COVID, and with regards to finances, mental, everything that also happens for us. So
and you're dealing with both the pressure of that and also the pressure of like running your business, the pressure of being this, you know, because social media has given people this pressure of like, I'm a boss, I'm a doer, I get things done, I'm an achiever. And then, you know, you start seeing other people doing the same thing and you're like, oh wow, I mean, am I really a boss? You start doubting yourself.
And then there's a lot of people now who started reaching out to me to be able to help them, and then I'm still battling my own thing.
Because they see what you're doing, so they're like, oh, he must be, you know, he must really be acing life.
Exactly.
Because it's looking like that. And it's so interesting that many people have not realized that the strongest people are the ones who are fighting battles nobody knows about. Because I remember one person who actually reached out to me on Instagram on the day that Chadwick Boseman died. And then they said it was just an Instagram account like from the States or something, and then I had posted something positive, and then they were like, oh, I'm really touched by what you posted, thank you so much. And then they added a comment and said, I just never thought that guy was battling cancer, because he was such an epitome, like he was such the epitome of strength, and then he made,
and they kept it a secret. And
that's the thing, meaning he did not want sympathy. He did not want, you know, for you to feel pity. He did not want to be given, you know, like he did not want anybody to feel sorry for him, because he felt like he had a responsibility. There are young kids right now who are going on Halloween as him in his costume, because he made that possible.
Yeah.
He just chose not to be a sickling or chose not to be a weakling. He decided, I am not a victim, I am a victor. I'm not going to show people. And that to me shows a lot of strength. And
yes.
that's what I feel is where you should know you draw your strength
exactly.
from. People are not aware because you're not out there being, like, oh, I want to complain. I want to complain. I want to be sad. I want to. For you, you just want to do your thing and just move forward. And because of that, that's such a positive thing. And that's why you will notice when people reach out to you, they reach out to you from a point of like, hey, like also give me what you're
exactly.
doing. Like, I want some of whatever you have. But for you, it's grace. It's how you live your life. And now they're drawing that energy from you. And it should always motivate you because not everybody out there is going to be able to do that. With one problem, they would tell the whole world. They would, which there's nothing wrong with that. But to be honest, everyone has a story. If there's something I've learned, everyone has a story. And I actually remember at some point being unwell and going to work, and my former boss saying, I'm giving you 3 weeks off, like go get better, and then when you come back, don't come back with a sad story. Like either come back and say, I've figured it out, this is what I'm going to do, but don't always say like, oh, I'm late because I was sick, or I woke up sick, or I did this, because at some point you might feel like people need to know so that they can treat you different. But that's not the case.
Yeah, that's not the case.
And I like that, that you have that in you and you exude that.
Exactly.
And people get to learn, can get to feel that from you. So maybe at this point we can be able to just let people know that there's some good news that came from you being, a winner of Foya, and how they can be able to help and push the message. Because I'm just, in my mind, you have this flag, the Kenyan flag, and you are running, and the finish line is just here, and then Rwanda is here, and Uganda is here, but then Kenya is already there. So we want to know how we can just cheer you on so that you can get to the finish line. And we also want to know how we can be able to get you to the finish line for you to win, because we want a representative like you. So how can people be able to support the process?
You can be able to support the process by doing this. Simply go to the Foyer Awards website. It is Foyer. Let me see. It's Foyer. Let me check that website so that I give it to you. And yes, this is what you need to do to support me. Go to foyer.thefounder.africa. Foyer.thefounder.africa. Click on that link and it will take you to the homepage where you could be able to go to the category of Most Promising Founder of the Year over 30 and click on it. We're only 4 contestants. Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. Yes? So it's not about me this time round. Imagine it's about Kenya now.
It's going to be...
It is amazing. When I'm saying this, it's dawning to me that it is now Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda. And I'm representing Kenya in the Most Promising Founder of the Year over 30 as 254 Talent Management. So what you need to do is go click there, Most Promising Founder of the Year over 30 category. You will see my name and picture. Click on it. You can vote every single day, and you can also use Express Vote that gives you multiple votes at the same time.
Nice.
And we only have 5 days to go.
5 days, guys.
5 days.
5 days are enough, because I believe that anything can happen through social media. Because right now, if more and more people get to find out, they'll know how they can be able to support.
Exactly.
And social media is something that I can even say, I can attest to it. It has helped me in a very big way, and I'm sure it helps you in a very big way.
Yes, it does.
Because through everything that you do, you need social media for you to be able to work, to get people jobs, to reach out to people, to have connection, and even to just push for your message so that people can know how they can support you.
Exactly.
Do you feel like social media in its own way, it has impacted you running 254 Talent Management?
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
It has. And I can tell you this, a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Before I started the company formally on paper, the page started.
Oh,
I started
there
the
you go,
page in
social
May.
media.
I started the page in May,
Uh-huh.
and then Ask Guys officially started the company in November.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, September, October. Yes, September, thereabout. And it was months after I had started a Facebook page,
Nice.
you know, and then thereafter we started an Instagram late.
Nice.
But all these other platforms, YouTube, so you can follow our pages actually on social media.
Nice.
So that is Facebook, 254 Talent Management. You can follow on YouTube as well, 254 Talent Management. On Instagram, we are at 254T Management, and Twitter, the same thing, at 254T Management.
And this is the icon you're going to see. This is the picture. And when you see this, you just know you've landed at the right place.
Exactly.
And if you want, you can also follow Edward at Edward Nyanaro, right?
Yes, at Edward Nyanaro on Instagram. You can follow my Facebook page, like it. That is Edward Nyanaro Official. And on Twitter at @E_Nyanaro. And one other thing that I want to appreciate is that Studio 90s has been very, very supportive throughout this process. Because I remember meeting them 4 years ago through a friend, Ken Paul, the guy I'm telling you who had won Foya before. And since then, the relationship has really grown. So for models and who would like to do photography, Studio 90s is the best place to be. You should come here. It's at Cardinal Lutunga Plaza. Be sure to check us out, and that's where we're also located in partnership with Studio 90s. So you can be able to get help.
Yeah, you can come and do like a nice photo shoot, and I'm seeing there's so many nice things happening. They have beautiful sets here. If you want to be able to just come to a studio where you can just, I believe that if you want to have the perfect image or the right image, you have to really focus on branding, which is, I feel one day we should have a conversation on branding.
That, exactly.
Because branding is important. And if you're really thinking about your brand, as an individual, as a business, you really need to focus also on images and photos. You need images that are really going to portray you in the best light. And Edward is the person that's going to link you to clients that are going to be in need of stuff like that.
Yes, so special thanks to Studio 90s, Kimani, the videographer and editor. He has done a great, amazing job for all the videos that you've been watching, that the testimonials from the models. I also appreciate them, and all the media houses that gave us an opportunity to be able to push.
I feel like you've done such an amazing thing. I have to say, just me watching you win makes this a positive year for me as well. Yeah, it does, because I had a meeting with my friends prior to this, and I even got to tell them about you, because I feel like it's a success story, it's a positive story, and like they were happy, they sent their congratulations.
Thank you.
And it was a good thing to hear amidst everything that is going on in the pandemic and the negativity and the uncertainty. So I feel like no matter what happens, no matter what happens in your life, I just want for you to know that it shall pass. It's a cloud. Everything passes with time. Nothing remains stagnant. Nothing stays the way it is forever. And just you as an individual, I just pray that you get to a place where you will have like an aerial view of the people that you're impacting. Your impact, how you get to influence them in their own right, and also for you to get the recognition that you deserve, because you're very talented, and you giving people an opportunity to work, you could have decided to just hog all the opportunities and do them yourself. Most agencies do that, no shade. You actually go audition, and then they send in their own tapes and their own photos. We know. And then you end up, you're like, oh wait, the casting director is now doing that ad after making 500 people audition. But it's good to see that you really want for other people to succeed and to move forward in life. So I want for people to also check out so many of the videos, the testimonials. A lot of people have talked and shared their story of how Edward has impacted their life, and how he has changed their lives, and how he gave them the opportunity to work, and they managed to do something with the work that they got. As someone who has known you, I feel like I've known you for such a long time, which is strange. I haven't known Edward for such a long time. We started speaking on WhatsApp. So for those of you who want to know, we started speaking on WhatsApp because Edward had been nominated for Foya, and I saw that, and I was really like, I was so happy just to see that genuinely, and I was like, oh, I like seeing young people win. And that's when I reached out to you and I said, let's just, let's do this, let's see what we can do. And just the first time that I met Edward, I knew he was a good person. And I'm just the kind of person that I really am drawn to people's energy. People don't have to say too much to me. I feel how I feel around them and what type of people they are. So if there's anything you can take from this conversation, you voting for Edward means you are voting for somebody who deserves it. Someone who has always been fighting for people, has always been giving people a chance to win and to move forward in their lives. So this is just an opportunity for us to also do the same for him. And we would really appreciate if you supported and, you sent our boy home so that he can end up with that win.
Thank you very much.